Hey, tell me why I'm never gonna hear you say.
I can't get comfortable.
I want it
Well, that
that
makes two of us.
Way. There we go.
You know you love us.
They perish.
I like how some of these skills are labeled as cool, and that makes me just more drawn to them. I've tried my whole
Cool.
life to be cool. Is this my chance?
Yeah. What are you looking at, Magic?
The character sheet?
Oh, the character sheet? Where does it say cool?
On like the far right.
Okay.
Oh, I
Your
see.
social skills and technique skills. Oh no, actually not under technique, just social.
Cool.
They go based off of how
Cool,
cool you are.
Dude. Cool as a cucumber.
As a cucumber.
That's
Cucumber.
super cool.
All right, now I can hear you. The question is it gonna have a feedback? Ooh. I love you too. I was coming through
Thank you.
somebody's.
That was me. I turned
Love
it
you,
on.
Mrs. Knight.
Apparently, I have my
She's
sound
gone
coming through
already.
my regular. Coming through my headset.
Well, there's that. So yeah. So I think everyone should be able to hear us if we were to pull up the stream. You guys should be able. Can someone verify
Yep,
so I don't like
I
it
did.
super echoey? Can everybody be heard?
You sounded fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I'm doing a direct mic input capture now, but I'm having to do monitoring so I can hear you in my headphones and all that good stuff. But anyway, he's fine. Everything's
I believe
okay.
it works.
I believe
Yeah, it sounds
works.
fine.
Sweet. Cool. So there's that. So let me now that we have that sorted, let me do the tweety things.
Oh, you're gonna twit the twatters. Yes.
I am gonna do the things.
Water the twits.
Okay, listen. I was on this Cyberpunk name generator, and I had the idea to name my character. They had the suggestion Addy, A-D-I. And I was like, what if it was A-L-D-I? And I'm like, Aldi, that's a grocery store. I can't name my character after a grocery store.
Listen,
Yeah.
you could.
Or
I'm like halfway tempted.
Or on the flip side, you could.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
The big question is, do you get the sponsorship?
Honestly.
we're gonna have to add Aldi's to the city now.
There we go.
It's just idlas, honestly.
It's like a half populated city, but surprisingly efficient with good produce.
Let's see.
Oh.
I love name generators. It's
Oh, I know.
It's fun.
This one is Moxie Gator, and I'm sorry, the last name Gator is like, I live in Florida, so
That's how I got
Okay.
Poppy's name.
from a random generator.
Yeah, but I hit it a couple different times to get the name. You know, I got her first name and then the last name. I was like,
What if
okay.
her last name was Gator and her first name was Nava?
The Navigator, of course. The
Nice.
Navigator.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. That's as bad as my name I have for a campaign where I decided to screw with my friend.
But what did you do? Tell the rest of the story.
I'm gonna put it in chat.
Oh no! Oh no! I get it. I get it. It took me 2 times. That's great. That's excellent. I like the name Navigator, actually. I don't like it. Nice ring to it.
Oh, that's cool.
NyteTide would
Connection timed out.
take me from the campaign.
Who would not? I will do no such thing. Okay.
One of the names I got was Riker Butt Scraper.
Wow.
Really?
That's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Change it to
Oh.
Butte Scraper just for fun.
This one is Qwerty Don Dongle.
X-Pie!
Hey, X-Pie.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? New Cyberpunk based campaign, and welcome to session 0. All right. And that tweet took a while to upload that 10-second little video, but hey, there it is.
My name is going to be Dong Render.
See, Geigen, we have all these wonderful plans and
Binge login.
and like this really interesting, serious
Oh my
campaign,
god.
and that certainly has room for humor.
No, see, I'm going about this a different way. That's his running name. It's because he had his dong rend.
Oh,
Oh.
well, what's up, Sakura? How are you?
You get a nickname somehow.
You get a nickname somehow. See, okay, I like this already. I like this already. So,
I kind of like Loot Renderman
ah,
or Quaid Choke. Yes,
Oh.
Quaid Choke is his name now.
Quaid,
I got mine.
Quaid is good, actually.
Mine
I
is
like that
Lexi
name.
Rocker.
release your mind.
Lexi Rocker? That sounds tough. I like it.
Uh-huh. Lexi Rocker.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, or
Quaid.
Amaratsu Fibersmith.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's actually a really pretty
No.
name.
No.
So
Amateras.
here's the thing. Looking forward to see what this campaign's gonna be about. Well, let's start with that. So let's talk about this for a hot second here. Geigen and I have been working together for what, like the past 2 months, but especially what's up, Schmed? And what's up, Callie? How are you? We've been working for pretty heavily over at least the past month. But kind of over the past couple months, and probably even longer in terms of initial concept, to kind of come up with a fun twist of an idea. And I don't want to give you guys too much in terms of overall big picture. Doing great, Callie. This has been a long time coming, so we're excited to kind of get this thing going. Yes,
She found her
X-Pie.
name.
Yeah,
I know.
Dong me Prime.
I know. You guys are just welcome to TTRPG's live streaming. No, so essentially Geigen and I had a conversation one night, and it kind of brought out this concept of like, hey, what if we mixed a couple different things that aren't typically mixed and see how far we get? And that actually took us to creating our own custom homebrew setting based on the Cyberpunk RED universe, or Cyberpunk RED system, which is quickly turning into its own system. So it's going to be super heavy homebrew. It is Cyberpunk RED in terms of using the kind of D10 system and the skill system as we kind of continue to build this thing out in a homebrew setting. But all of the classes that we're going to talk about tonight are homebrew classes that are loosely based, I guess, on existing Cyberpunk RED classes, but still very, very, very much homebrew. So, Geigen, do you? I actually hadn't planned this out. Do you want me to kind of talk about the setting, and then you can talk about the class stuff since you are more versed in that?
I'm putting all my points in cool.
Sure.
Okay. So, man, I have to bring up
I have
our
to
world anvil to even.
stop with that.
Are you just killing yourself with names, Mimi?
Oh my God, I've got 5 really good ones. You want to hear them?
No, not right now.
So good.
Because I'm
Why do I-
afraid.
Why do I feel that it's just rolling stripper names?
No, it's not actually. So Lexi Rocker, Amaratsu Fiber, Dongmi Prime, Beep Tesla Face,
What?
and Cookie Drive.
Definitely
Oh my
Cookie
God.
Drive.
Cookie Drive.
Okay, the cookie drive one is funny.
Oh yeah, but Beep Tesla Face. I mean, come on. I stopped. So
Box white enter.
Oh man.
Anyways, moving on.
Bang
Yeah,
11.
I'm trying to I'm actually trying to get to the timeline, Geigen, because I keep misremembering what
Oh my
year we
God.
actually said we're starting in. So
Oh
that's
my-
always fun.
I got that.
There you go, Mimi. I got you a new name.
We are starting in 20.
Wasn't it 2066?
Yeah,
2066. Okay.
I believe so.
I got to start taking
Yes.
notes, don't I?
Yes. So the year is 2066. We are in U.S. North America, and basically around a couple years in the future from our current IRL timeline, there was an event. In 2024, there were strange creatures reported in multiple locations around the world. These very crazy looking cybernetic hybrid type creatures that no one has ever seen before. In 2025, there was kind of after some searching and some hunting, there was found to be basically a, lack of a better term, a hole in the ground discovered near Japan, near Mount Fuji. And soldiers basically started patrolling this area, and after some time found that this hole was the source of these creatures in that area, and that as you go down the hole, it's basically an unending labyrinth where the creatures just keep coming. Now, around shortly after that time, as you can imagine, with horrible, crazy cybernetic creatures pouring out of these labyrinths, people had a mass exodus from these major metropolitan areas to other areas. And beyond that, as time has kind of settled, militaries, set up perimeters around these things. There have been forces that have been developed to kind of contain these areas. And in 2066, we're to a place where there is a site discovered in North Carolina that has since been completely secured by the military. And the military at the time is a combination of kind of main kind of U.S. forces, but is also a kind of heavy private, private military type setup. A couple of major corporations have joined together to build a city that has been dubbed Siren City with a C, Ciren. And Siren City is meant to basically be this massively modern, unique, autonomous type city. And it's built on top of this site. And over the years, it started off as just a kind of singular level and has since been built up to this multi-tiered structure that is 5 square miles kind of circular in its orientation. So it's this pretty incredible place. You all as characters and your players have all, for whatever reason, have come from wherever you want to come from to be trained by the main security force that both one keeps the city somewhat safe, but also is in charge of securing this labyrinth. And the name of that company is Kerberos Gate, or Kerberos Gate, however you want to say it. I'm not going to make you
Can you spell it?
phonetically go. Yes, I'll put it in chat.
Okay.
Cerberus Gate? Oh, Cerberus Gate. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the other spelling of Cerberus.
Right.
Gotcha.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ask
No.
away.
Okay, you said that Siren City is built on the site of where the hole is found near Mount Fuji, or
No,
in
no, no.
North
In
Carolina?
North Carolina. Yep.
And but it still has access to the labyrinth.
There's multiple emergence areas.
Okay.
So they're not
Okay.
as far as we know, they are not connected. They're individual labyrinths that have popped up all around the world and have now been secured.
Okay, so our characters have come to be trained by the main security force that keeps the city safe and is also in charge of training us.
Is in terms of training you to be divers. So
And-
in this
and so
modern
hang on
world,
1 second. I
Okay.
have just one real quick question. What is Kerberos Gate then?
I'll explain.
Okay.
So again, Kerberos Gate is a private military force that is
Okay.
funded by the kind of two corporations that have co-opted to build Siren City. Now, Kerberos Gate and other PMCs like it have sprung up around the world and have become very popular. Have become very popular destinations for adventurous types that are looking to take on a different type of challenge. So you have a career opportunity now that these holes exist and that these PMCs exist that allow you to sign up, become trained, and then go work at securing these facilities. But also, as you have been trained now, and you are all going to be graduates of this program at this point, you will have learned that not only is this a containment type job, but it's also a recovery type job, because the corporations are shelling out big bucks to study these life forms. And because of that funding and because of that research, you will have access to various cybernetic enhancements not available to the public. So your job, again, will be twofold. One, securing should there be a breach or a break or a leak or etc. outside of the main area, but also to dive down into what has been dubbed Tartarus and control the ever unending flow of what is dubbed as glitches from spewing out of Tartarus, and also to collect samples, do various jobs for infrastructure, secure various sites and holes and tunnels and all kinds of wonderful things inside this area. So, Geigen, what more should we add to that primer for purpose of character creation?
Not really much. I mean, you got most of it. You guys all have gone through this school basically that Kerberos runs, and you have learned ways to keep yourselves alive to fight against glitches. That's going to be like why you're that sort of class that you are. You all have graduated from the same training place. That's why you are together. So you will have at least some knowledge of each other. You are in the same class. So that is why you guys are all going to be together at the start of the campaign. Is you are the graduating class this time. Some of it. And they tend to keep people that are graduating together, kind of have them go in teams to learn how to do teamwork to fight these glitches, not just solo. Otherwise, they don't want to just send people to their death. So they kind of set you up in teams to fight and in a way where you learn teamwork, help support each other. That's why there's the different roles. The only other thing I'll say is for like Siren City, it's 5 miles around in circle. It is multi-tiered. So there's the bottom layer where you have, I think it was 20-story buildings. And then there's like a large platform built above that. And then another layer of the city is built on top of that layer. So it's a multi-tiered city. The higher up you go, the nicer the buildings and the more richer the people are, because everyone wants to get to that top layer because it's got the best views that aren't hindered by anything else. Though they do kind of fake it. If you're on the bottom layer and you look up at the platform underneath, they have like a starry sky kind of showing on it to make people not realize or kind of fool them. You're not just stuck underneath all this stuff. It's kind of to trick your mind, even though you know you're under it.
Correct.
But I think that's about all we need for the primer.
Well, so let's so what I'll do is you guys have already in advance been given kind of a high level overview of classes. So I'm just going to read through those for everyone that's hanging out in chat right now and everybody that's going to be kind of catching up on the YouTubes and all that good stuff. So we have, I believe, 8 total classes that we have created now for Abyss Divers. There is a number of kind of melee combat focused classes, and then a number of support slash kind of skill classes, I guess we'll call it. So the first is a Vanguard. As the name implies, it's always kind of at the front of the fight. They have a heavier resilience to damage and firepower to match the shield you want and the strong arm you need in the Abyss, which is another kind of diver colloquialism, I guess is a good way to talk about it, is if you're going into Tartarus, you're going into the Abyss. All of these labyrinths by divers are kind of called the Abyss because it's dark and never ending. Next class are Lancers. Basically keeping enemies at a spear's length. They're always the center of the fray. They're fearless, fast, and ferocious, and possess a tenacity that laughs in the face of horrors of Tartarus. So they are more of a melee-focused combat class. They're more speed-focused, nimble, those types of things. You then have the Outrider. Preferring to keep some distance, Outriders represent a type of precision that is best described as devastatingly effective in a firefight. A glitch in their sights is as good as dead. So that's fun. But yeah, Outriders are definitely the let me be more precision focused and kind of be behind the front lines and picking people off as we can, and also, given the long range love. Next is the Mule. So never skipping leg or back day, the Mule can bring a life or death change to a dive. By configuring their fighter pack with special gear meant to complement the other divers, Mules are capable of extending their teammates' abilities in exponential ways. Basically, there are individual compartments that a Mule can add to their fighter pack, which is basically this massive kind of support frame pack. And depending on which ones you pick going into a dive, you'll actually be able to accentuate the abilities of your teammates, whether from a medical perspective, a combat perspective, carrying ammo, recovering things. As we talked about, there is a asset recovery type piece to that mission where you can configure a pack to hold like a whole body, right? So there's a whole bunch of different ways that Mules can be effective on the field of battle. The Medic, every dive team's most valuable member, at least in their minds. The Medic literally keeps the team alive, whether through the use of pharmaceuticals or life-saving surgery. Teams step a lot lighter in the Abyss without their Medic close by. Again, standard kind of thing. Medics can give you boosters. They can also heal you. They can keep you alive if you're down. They can help you to recover quicker when you're out of combat. So those are medics. We then have engineers. Guns jammed is unfortunately heard at the most crucial moments. Fortunately for teams smart enough to bring an engineer, those words are quickly followed by, it's cleared, back in the fight. Engineers are literally there to do those different types of things. If there's something to build, if there's something to jerry-rig, if there's something to whatever you need to do, that's what your engineer is for. On the software side of their hardware focus, you have the hacker. So whether in or out of the Abyss, having a skilled hacker on the team just makes sense where the organisms you're fighting are fully cybernetic. They're specifically trained individuals, have skills to zero out glitches with low effort. And last, but certainly not least, is the DCOM, or the Diver Communications Expert. With a face for radio, it's a little fun quip. Your DCOM keeps you in touch with Kerberos when on dives. They're also given special clearance to gather enhanced intel on missions and are impressively connected to provide their teams with everything they might need. DCOMs provides you additional comm distance to be in contact with Kerberos that you wouldn't normally get otherwise further down into the abyss when you're in the abyss. They also allow you to, again, get more information about a particular job or mission, and can also get you access to things outside of that. They are also well connected and able to blend in well to surroundings. So if you're dealing with people in various areas around Siren City, having a DCOM is someone that's going to be that little bit of a game changer, being able to kind of blend into various cultures and crowds kind of easier. And those are our classes. So, that being said, let's kind of go around the room here, and have you all decided on your classes, or are you still undecided, and do you have questions now that you've kind of been given more of that information about what it is that these characters are kind of living in terms of this setting?
Oh, I've decided.
I don't mind picking last because I can flex based off of what everybody else chooses.
Same.
I'm not like locked in. So people like Pie who have already locked in, I think should claim first.
Well, Pie, what you got?
I'm going with Outrider.
Okay. So
And I
Pie,
have
you're
a
going with Outrider.
pretty good idea of what I like, how I want the character to, how I want to play the character.
Cool.
So it'll be interesting because I've never done like a Cyberpunk game, and I've never done I don't know. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how it goes.
It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Mimi, you were the next closest, I think.
Great. I'm still up in the air between engineer and hacker.
Okay. What are your questions that you're trying to figure out? Maybe we can.
I don't really have any questions. It's just I'm not sure which one I want to do, is what it comes down to.
Okay.
The hacker, it's cooler.
I have been leaning more towards the hacker, but the just in general, but with the engineer, the part where it says engineers have known to venture into Tartarus and tackle bigger jobs, earning them impressive paychecks. So I'm not really sure.
So I guess we can expound on that. So an engineer as a class, when we were talking through it, is something and is someone who is more mechanically focused. So if there is a piece of equipment that's down, that's your job. If you are going in to secure an area. So in Tartarus, there are various levels to these kind of, abyss labyrinth type things, right? No one has explored an entire one because you get to points where it's just too dangerous to keep going, right? That doesn't mean that we stop trying or that these PMCs and corporations that are trying to contain these things stop trying. So there are certain levels and areas that have been secured when it comes to these areas. So there might be doors, right, that are kind of like, blast door type areas that you're securing and that you would be able to help with. So again, anything mechanical is the engineer's territory. On the flip side, you have hacker is completely software related, which also, good night, XPy, which is also because you're fighting glitches, which are these cybernetic organisms, almost make you kind of like a caster, right? Like almost like a sorcerer type class, because you can hack and use various abilities to attack cybernetics, in addition to being able to hack other software and to do different types of things and use that uplink ability to interface with all kinds of devices. So if you are interested in being more kind of software focused and in castery, then the hacker is probably where you want to go. If you're looking to be more, again, probably weapon focused and engineering and mechanically, then you kind of want to go towards the engineer.
Yeah, that cleared it up totally.
I don't believe you, but
Well,
I
no,
tried.
because no, and I appreciate that, but what you're saying, I already had an understanding of all that.
Sure.
It's just a matter of what I want to choose.
Sure. All right. Well, then, Magic, I'm putting you in the hot seat then.
Okay. Man. Okay.
Sakura, hack the plan.
I think I still want to be the decom.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as nobody else is like really wanting that. I had my eye on a couple other classes. I had my eye on the hacker as well, but I don't want to take away Mimi's options. And I did think about being a lancer, but I've already played as a rogue, and I think that's a very rogue-like class. So I think I'd rather do something different. And the decom is very, very different from any other character I've played. So.
Well, let me expound on this real quickly here. Geigen and I are going to have player characters. And that's something else that we should say. Geigen and I are co-DMing this campaign. So we will be alternating at some interval, whether it be weekly or by adventure, DM duties. So we also want to have PC characters. And because these teams are going to be going in and diving and doing stuff, we're content to fill in wherever. So don't feel like you guys need to pick something, or if you don't have it, then you're screwed, right? Like, yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of opportunities for Geigen and I to either bring in temporary characters that fill in a job. Like, hey, if you guys don't have, I don't know, if you guys don't have a Lancer, right? So you brought up Lancer. If you guys don't have a Lancer, and you're going into, an area, or the mission is, hey, there's been an up thing and it's going to be probably more close quarters. You guys probably want to hire a Lancer. A Lancer will present themselves. Okay. Like you're not going to be hosed, in that thing.
I'm going to be a hacker.
Okay. Mimi is our hacker. So Magic, are you then going to slide into the decom, or what are you doing?
Yes. Yep.
All right.
I'm going to do that.
So we got an outrider, a hacker, a decom. Mud, you were between mule and medic. What are you leaning towards?
You're muted, Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think based on team comp, probably Mule is going to be better for everything.
Cool.
Because, like you said, it's not like something that you can't, you're completely locked into doing this specific thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I told Geigen, I was like, I was stupid excited that you said you were considering mule, because I think it's almost a pure support class, but because you are carrying all this stuff, you do get like strength buffs and things that make you beefier, right? And obviously you can still use weapons and all that kind of good stuff, but having that like ability to configure your pack and actually like accentuate other abilities makes it really, really powerful. So it's a super cool class. Which leaves Geigen and I to pick up all the other classes and NPCs and mobs. It'll be great. It'll be great. Cool. So now that we have team comps, Geigen, I'm going to turn it over to you to talk about how we do stats in the Cyberpunk system, because we need that.
Okay, so we've decided that we're going to, since this is the first time most of you guys have played, we're going to do it the fast and easy way. It makes it so you have stats that are going to be good for your class. They're not going to be stats that'll make it so you can't play your class. They are good stats, because even if when you create a character, no stat is going to be allowed to be below 3 or above 8 anyways. So what you do for the fast is you are going to roll for your attributes, and you're going to roll a d10, and there's a row of stats on a table for each class, and whatever you roll, you get that row of stats, and they're very competitive. There's going to be like, you might have a build where, let's say you're a outrider. One build might have a little lower intelligence than the others. There's only going to be 1 to 2 point difference between the lowest and the high anyways. But then like their main ability, which is going to be reflex because they're shooting, that's going to max out at 8 and probably be at the lowest, maybe a 6, but there's only going to be like 1 or 2 chances where you could get it. So it makes you have a good starting space for whatever type of character you are. It's also going to give each class a set of skills for their class, that these are the skills you should know as that class, and at this level it makes you good at what you should be good at, and the skills that everyone just automatically knows, because this game has skills that you have to know because everyone knows how to walk. So you got to have at least a 2 in that.
Yeah.
So
you have to have at least a 2 in walk. Got it.
Yeah, in athletics, it's got to be at least a 2 because everyone knows how to walk. Everyone physically can walk. My example is you might be like completely out of shape and not be able to walk and run very well, but you can at least do it. So quick and easy will give you characters that are going to be good. So if anyone wants to kind of go first, it won't take that long because the main thing we're going to have to get you is your attributes. So that'll go by quickly. So if we want to start with Mimi, you were a hacker, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you're going to roll a 1d10.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A 9.
So like you rolled a 9. So we'd take the 9th row. So for you, that would give you a 7 in your intelligence.
Okay, I'm looking on my character sheet.
Do I have that up?
I'm not sure where I'm looking.
Oh, it's like the second column. It looks like intelligence is at the very top.
Yeah, the form fillable sheet is the one you're looking at, right?
The one that you posted, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're looking at the very top page, there's that big red square that's all white. Right next to that, you see int, ref, dex, tech. That kind of goes down in a row.
Hang on a second.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, int, ref. Okay, so in intelligence, that would be, you said nothing would be higher than an 8.
Yeah, so yours is a 7.
Mine's is a 7?
Yep.
Okay.
Your reflex is 6.
Okay.
Your dexterity is an 8.
Okay.
Your tech is a 7.
Okay.
Your cool is a 6.
Okay.
Your will is a 3.
Okay.
Your luck is a 7.
Okay.
Your move is a 5.
Uh-huh.
Your body is a 6.
Okay.
Well, her body's a 10. Hold on.
Yeah.
on.
And what's the EMP?
Your EMP is a 6. So for
Magic's
the
not
EMP,
wrong.
yes, totally. One thing I will say out of these stats, so like how if you look at luck, it says square out of square. So that for you would be like luck, it would be, if you have 7, it's 7 out of 7. That's what you start out with.
Okay.
Luck is basically if you're doing a roll and you know that you need to probably get 1 or 2 more points in, you can use your luck, take out 2 luck, and it adds 2 to your roll.
Okay.
So then it would drop from 7 out of 7 to like 5 out of 7.
Okay.
But you can get luck back.
Okay. Well, when okay, so I'm very like I have to do it to really understand it. So when we get there, we'll deal
go over
with
it again.
Then. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming the EMP would be 6 out of 6.
Yes, 6 out of 6.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So those are your core attributes. They will mostly stay basically the same throughout the whole campaign. We can raise them a little bit, but it's harder to. Most of those will actually get raised through if you get cybernetics or not.
Okay. So my question is because I rolled a 9, how do you know like my intelligence was a 6, my ref was my intelligence was a 7?
There's a set of tables for every class. And so like let's say you rolled a 1, your intelligence would have been a 5.
And that would be like in a reference in my book, right?
Yeah.
Yes, normally that would be a reference in the book, yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I understand this.
Yep. Yeah. So if we want to do next.
Well, yeah,
okay,
so
go
real
ahead.
quick. The only thing I'm gonna interject is certainly keep that in mind. So these stats in this system are used very differently in terms of how you I'm not just saying for you, Mimi, I'm just in general, because this was something for me I had to kind of wrap my head around. These base stats are I'm gonna say much more static than they are in like D&D, right? But can be changed, I don't want to say more easily, but in different ways. So like if you want to boost your attack stats with a certain weapon, that's going to have to do with weapon quality as much as your stat, right? So if you have a really high stat in weapons, but you have a really crappy gun, like your chance of that gun jamming and not performing well are still pretty good. Whereas when you start to get better weapons, even if you have a little bit of lower stat, you can make up for that in damage and things like that with better weapons. So in terms of like D&D, we're always like thinking about like ASIs and what are, different feats and things like that can like boost those main attributes. Whereas like, I guess it's kind of similar in this, but it really is centered on those items as opposed to trying to just boost these initial stats. So just in general, as you guys are hearing your stats, like as Geigen said, don't be like, oh crap, like my stats are going to suck forever or whatever. It's really just more about, we can go through cybernetic enhancements and all those different other things as ways to raise that. And that's why earning money is important, because you can do those types of enhancements and all that good stuff. So it's part of the loop in this system as opposed to D&D.
Yeah, and also, even if there's something you want to do, but you might have like a lower stat, you can make up for it with your skill, which is a lot easier to raise than stats for you.
Right.
Because whenever you roll for anything, you roll your stat plus your skill that goes with it, plus a D10. So you might have like a lower overall stat, meaning you're not naturally as good, but then you trained hard enough and raise your skill up, so your skill is good with it, and it counteracts how I guess like shooting a gun. You might not be as dexterous and able to shoot it naturally, but you've trained so hard, your skill in using guns counteracts that, so you're actually good. It's just like, let's say, face for radio. If you actually had a face for radio, and you might have a low cool or empathy and not able to talk, you naturally, people would probably be turned off maybe by you a little bit, but you might have gained that ability of your charismatic talking that you can counteract that just because you're so eloquent and you're such a conversationalist. It makes up for it. Okay, let's do Pi, since he's going to be an outrider. Pi, roll me a 1d10.
1d10, all right.
Yep.
Four.
Your intelligence is 5.
Great.
Your reflex is a 8.
Not bad.
Your dex is a 7. Your tech is a 4.
Goes
Your
along with
cool.
my bad intelligence.
Your cool is a 7. Your will is a 7. God, almost all of them are. Luck is a 6. Your move is a 6. Your body is a 7.
Dang.
And your EMP is a 7.
What does EMP stand for?
Empathy.
Empathy.
It's basically how human you are and
That
how
was
well you can get it.
electromagnetic pulse.
I know, that's what I was thinking. That is
Hold on.
electromagnetic pulse.
Hold on.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I'm putting a little mark in
Yeah. Electric magnetic pulse. We just go around shooting them off now.
Yeah, we just EMP everybody. We're all mini nukes.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not smart. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, technically,
But you're very capable otherwise.
Yeah.
And
I
your
do
cool
love
makes
that
up for it.
you actually rolled the lowest for tech and intelligence that your class could be. But you did max out some of the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Which
I mean,
is kind of
you
what you
made up for
wanted.
it.
You wanted to be cool.
I did. I wanted to be cool.
Yeah. Oh god, that's funny. Anyways, let's go with magic.
Mm-hmm.
The decom
Yep. What am I rolling?
1d10.
1d10.
Oh, should
Roll.
pull that back.
7.
7. Your intelligence is a 7. Your reflex is a 6. Your dexterity is a 7. Your tech is a 5. Your cool is a 7. Your will is a 7. Your luck is a 6. Your move is a 7. Your body is a 5.
Oof.
Damn.
Facts.
No,
but
nope.
Honestly.
Nope.
Your EMP is an 8.
Okay, but you might have mentioned
That's
this. And I missed it.
perfect.
The luck and empathy are both out of blank.
So if you have an 8, it's 8 out of 8 right now.
Okay, and what is luck then? Is 6 out of 8?
6
No,
out of
6
6.
out of 6.
I put
Yeah.
6 and I put 6 and 6 on luck and 8 and 8 on empathy.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
So basically, that's you have 6 luck right now, starting out of 6. The max you can have right now is 6, but you can spin those points,
Okay.
and then you'll get them back later. Empathy is a little different. We'll
Yeah.
go into that. That's going to be, you lose empathy as you get cybered up because you become less human.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
So
Wait,
if you
but
get,
why did NyteTide say, "Oh, that's perfect"? Actually,
so empathy is also your ability to talk to people.
yeah. Sweet.
So
So
you are
empathy is
the
also-
radio man.
So is
Yeah.
empathy kind of also like a part of the charisma thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
under,
how well
like,
you-
conversation, human perception. Like you can see which things are labeled that. Those were the first two I said.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
technically, if you're a high empathy character and you get highly cybered up and you start losing your empathy, you start not being able to talk to people as well as you used to.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
But for being that type of class, those are really good stats for the things that you're trying to be good at.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are exactly what you kind of need to be in that point.
Sorry, Mal. Thanks so much for the resub, buddy. How are you doing, Mal? I miss you, dude.
And then last but not least for right now would be Muddogg.
Boop.
Our mule.
Trace.
Ooh, a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So your intelligence is a 6. Your reflex is a 7. Your dexterity is a 5. Your tech is a 7. Your cool is a 6. Your will is a 6. Your luck is a 7. Your move is a 7. Your body is a 8.
Yes.
And your empathy is a 7.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, so with the body, you'll be able to carry more and take more, and move. Move literally is, if you think like a move of 7, that's technically, if we had like a battle map, you can move 7 squares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again.
So
Does not skip on back or leg day.
Nope.
definitely does not skip. So the only other stats that we need to fill in is
Okay.
we're going to fill in based off of your hit points, which is going to be based off of what your body and will is. So Mimi, what was your body and will for your class?
My body was a 6 and my will was a 3.
So you will start out with 35 hit points.
Okay.
Bottom left corner.
Yeah.
I was like trying to find.
And for empathy, where you see the humanity, just take whatever your empathy score is times 10. So if you had a 60, it's 60. If you have a 5, it's 50.
Okay, so 60. Okay.
Yep.
And is that where it says 60 out of 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic, what is your body and will?
Body's 5 and will is 7.
You will have 40 HP.
And then its humanity is also empathy times 10.
Yep, that's for everyone.
Okay.
Yep. Pi, what's your body and will?
7 and 7.
God. You have 50 HP.
50.
The unkillable outrider.
God, you just need 50.
Well, I'm sure
And-
you can die.
How about you, Muddogg?
Body's 8, will's 6.
You will also have 50.
50.
50. And same with humanity, it's times 10. So for humanity, that's basically whenever you get cybernetics, cybernetics have a humanity hit. So let's say you install a type of cybernetic. Installing it, you'll have to roll, like, let's say it's something light. You might have to roll a 2d6, and that'll be how much humanity is taken from you to wear this cybernetics. So as long as you have that cybernetics installed, it takes 2d6 humanity from you. So when it says, like, let's say you have 60 out of 60, let's say you roll real good and you roll a 4. It'll drop your 60 to a 54, but it means because you drop from a whole number 60 down to the 50s, anywhere in that 50 range, your empathy will now be 5. And if you drop down to 40 to 49, you drop down empathy down to 4. So every 10 is what your empathy will be based off of. Now, you can get cybernetics installed, and there are ways to, like, let's say you have cybernetics installed and you drop from a 60 down to, let's say, a 49. There are ways to get some of your humanity back. And if it jumps back up to 50 something, your empathy would go from 4 back up to 5. So just because, don't be too afraid to get cybernetics if you want them. Just don't overdo it too quickly, so to speak. But I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Gotta have
other
money
than-
to get cybered.
Yep. As for skills, since we are going for skills, I'll do this real quick just for since Pi, yours is right up on the top of my list right now already. For your skills, if you go down to, or over rather, to the skills to the side, if you find athletics, which is in your body skills, your athletics, yours is a 4 for athletics.
Level 4?
Yeah, it'll be level 4.
Okay.
Brawling, which is, where is it? Fighting skills. That is a 2 for you.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Concentration is a 2, which is the very top skill in awareness. Conversation is a 4, which should be in
social skills.
Yep. Yeah. It's the second one in social. Your education is a 2. Your evasion is a 6.
I may
Your
not be a very smart man, but I can pull a trigger.
Evasion, would that be
Under fighting skills, right below brawling.
okay?
We are gonna now have to have at least one scene where we do
Where's that?
the
4?
yeah, evasion was 4. No, evasion
We're
was
gonna
evasion was 6.
we're gonna have to have the obligatory training montage history from whatever your character's name is. Why? Why did you assemble that weapon so fast? Because you told me to, drill sergeant.
Look, all I know is I point this at the bad guy and pull this thing and it goes bang, all right?
Bad guy, no more.
God.
Your
Bad
first
guy.
your first aid is going to be a 4.
First aid 4. First aid would be social skill. There it is.
It's
4.
under technique. Yep, it's a 4. Your human perception is a 2.
Oh, that there was 2.
Your language and street slang is a 2.
Can he even speak? I mean,
He can speak normally. He just might not be the best at street slang.
Yeah,
Oh,
street slang
okay.
is a specific talking, all right?
Hey, my man, what did it look like?
Local expert, Saren City is only going to be a 2.
My home.
Yep, you're home.
2.
Your
Don't know much
perception.
about my home.
Magic.
Well, none of you will really know much about it
What?
unless you've researched
What?
it. Perception is going to be
Pictures.
6.
Perception.
Yep,
You've been
perception will be
Help
6.
I'm addicted. I can't help myself.
Your
Six.
persuasion will be a 2. Yeah, perception is 6.
Aw,
Persuasion.
My fucking persuasion's only a 2.
Yeah, your
Damn.
persuasion sadly a 2.
Your cool makes up for it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Your stealth is a 4.
Here, while you're doing stats, I'm gonna step away. I gotta let my puppy out. Be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. Your auto fire is a 4.
Looking for stealth still.
Okay, stealth. Stealth should be
under
the
body
first-
skills.
Yeah, halfway down the first column.
That's a 4 as well.
Yep, that's a 4.
Oh, no.
The ones we're filling in are all the bold ones,
Yeah.
correct?
So it's, well, except for auto fire is
Oh.
not.
Those
Okay,
first ones were all bold. The next ones will not. So
Got it.
technically, the bold are skills everyone knows how to do naturally. They might not be good at it, but they can naturally do it. That's why those have to at least be a 2.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Auto fire 4. Got that.
Yep.
Where's auto fire under?
Ranged.
Ranged? Okay.
Handgun is a 4.
Handgun is a 4.
Interrogation is a 6.
6. Found that.
Melee weapon is a 4.
Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised that melee is up there. It's 4. Apparently, I can fight up close too with my
Good.
7.
Resist torture or drugs is a 6.
I like that one. That one is going to be under
Body skills.
Yep, body. It's the second to last, right above stealth.
Found it.
Shoulder arms, which is the last one in ranged weapons, is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Tactics is also a 6.
That's going to be...
It's the second to last in education.
6.
The couple above brawling. Yeah, 6.
Okay.
And your bribery is a 4.
Social skills, bribery, 4. Got it.
Yep.
What about
I told you
my
conversation, right?
conversation? That's social skills, right?
Yeah, that was right
4
below.
as well.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. That should be all your starting skills.
Oh, I wanted to have a 6 in dance too.
Well, you can learn to dance later. You want to...
Dance.
Because I can't dance in real life, okay?
Now all I can see is everyone's in the middle of a fight and you're in the background just dancing, taking pot shots in
Bro,
between your moves.
I'm gonna be like fucking Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, just sitting there dancing the whole time everybody else is fighting. And then all of a sudden, like,
Good. Okay, Mimi, since I have you next, these first ones are all going to be your bold. I'll tell you when we get out of the bold ones. So
Okay.
athletics for you is 2.
Okay, so athletics is a 2.
Your brawling is a 2.
Okay. Where's brawling again?
Middle column, halfway
Oh,
down.
there we go. Is a 2?
Yes, a 2.
Uh-huh.
Concentration is a 2.
Okay.
Conversation is a 2.
Conversation. Oh, there we go. 2.
Your education is a 6.
Education is a 6.
Your evasion is a 6.
6.
Your first aid is a 2.
Okay.
Human perception is a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Language street slang is a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Local expert, your home, is a 4.
Where's that?
That is,
Right below street slang.
yeah,
Down.
if you go like 2 down below street slang, there's library search, then local expert.
Okay,
So
and
your
what was
home?
it?
4.
4. Okay.
Perception is a 2.
Okay.
Persuasion is a 2.
Okay.
Your stealth is a 6.
Nice.
Stealth, 6. Okay.
Yep. So that was the last of the bold ones. The rest are not going to be bold.
Okay.
Your basic tech is a 6. That is technique skills, the bottom right box.
Yep.
It's the
6.
second one.
Mm-hmm.
Conceal and reveal object is a 6.
Where's that? Under the
That
same? No.
No, that
Top
one
left.
is top left, second one.
6.
Yep.
Okay.
Your cryptography is a 6. That
What?
is education skills, bottom left. It is 4 from the bottom.
What's it called? Oh, cryptography 6. Okay.
Yep. Your cyber tech is a 6. That is again over bottom right, third one down. Under
I'm
technique.
sorry, what was it?
Cyber tech, a 6.
6. Okay.
Go a little bit below that to electronics and security tech. That is a 6.
Okay.
Your handgun, which will be to the left, it's the bottom row in the middle. Your handgun is a 6.
Okay.
And then go back over for library search. Where was library search?
That's under education skills in
Yep.
the middle one.
Yep, that is a 6 for you.
Okay. That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
And then magic for you. Once we get down to stealth, that's the less bold one. So we'll start with the other ones. Your athletics is a 2. Your brawling is a 2. Your concentration is a 2. Conversation is a 6.
Hey, I like to talk. Let's go.
Your education is a 4.
Okay.
Your evasion is a 6. Your first aid is a 2. Your human perception is a 6. Your street slang is a 6. Your local expert home is a 4. Your perception is a 2.
Yep.
Persuasion 6.
Yep.
Stealth is a 2.
Lost this one.
Stealth is
I got
where
it.
was
I
okay.
found it. Top.
Okay,
body skills.
the rest are not
Bold.
not bold.
Yeah.
Bribery is a 6.
Yep. Got it.
Business is a 4.
Yep.
Bureaucracy is a 4.
Yep.
Your handgun is a 6.
Got something. I got something. Okay. Yes.
Your lip reading is a 6.
Let me find this. Yep, I found it.
Your personal grooming is a 6.
Oh, okay. Good.
And your streetwise is a 4. And then your trading is a 4.
Wait, where's Streetwise?
Streetwise is social skills, third from the bottom.
That was a 4.
Yep.
And what was the last one?
Trading right underneath it, also 4.
Got it.
And then your wardrobe and style is a 2.
Oh no! My personal grooming is so good, but my wardrobe and style is lacking.
Yeah, but your personal grooming probably makes up for that. Just because you may have
Yeah.
some holes or threadbare stuff, as
Right.
long as you know.
I wear only beige, but at least I smell good.
Yeah,
You-
exactly.
You also got to look at it this way. You're the only one that has wardrobe and style or personal grooming.
Honestly. Okay, you're right. Okay. That
So-
social skills category, I'm monopolizing, okay? Except for interrogation, I don't go there.
Yeah, you are a conversationalist for sure. So you've got that.
So, quick question, Geigen.
Go for
Like,
it.
for the rest of us, like the ones that are not bold, can we eventually get stuff in those?
Yes. So whatever skills are there, you actually, after a while, instead of getting like levels, technically, what you get is you get things called improvement points.
Uh-huh.
And you can spend those to actually level those up yourself.
Okay.
Also, if there's a long downtime, you can be like, you know what? I need to learn more about personal grooming, so I am going to go find somewhere where I can learn about that. And so you can get some skill in it.
Got it.
That is one way you can use it. Because right now, technically, the best dressed and the best groomed one is definitely Magic.
That's right. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll wear my blazer next time.
Got it. Your beige blazer.
That's right. That's right.
With a little
Maybe black.
fraying at
Maybe I wear all black.
or with a little fraying at the cuff.
All right, listen. You don't have any wardrobe style, okay? 2 is pretty good in this crowd.
Doesn't mean I don't want to learn.
Oh God. Mud. As for you,
Mhm.
mule.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. This is my uniform. There are many like it, but this one is mine. That's basically our personality when it comes to dress at this point.
I have a little bit of style.
Little bit. Little bit. I roll up the sleeve. Give me a little cuff. It's fine.
So for you, your athletics is a 6.
In level, right?
Yep, in level.
Okay.
Brawling is a 2.
Rolling 2. Okay.
Your concentration, actually no, your brawling should be a 6. Your concentration was a 2. Sorry.
Okay. Rolling is 6. Concentration. That one's 2.
Yeah, conversation is a 2.
That's some social skills is a 2.
Your education is a 2.
Education. That's an education skills. Education is a 2.
Your evasion is a 6.
Where's evasion?
Evasion is fighting skill. Yeah, right underneath brawling.
Oh, yeah. Brawling. And you said what was that?
6.
6, okay.
Your first aid is a 6.
First aid 6.
Your human perception is a 2.
Social skills is a 6.
A 2 for human perception.
Oh, sorry, 2. 2. All right.
Your street slang and local expert are both 2s.
Okay.
Your perception is a 4.
4. All right.
Your persuasion is a 2.
2. Okay.
Your stealth is a 6.
Ooh. Sneaky.
You technically have animal handling of a 6.
Looking for the education. Animal handling of 6.
Yep. Your wilderness survival is a 6.
Huh. Okay.
Your trading is a 4.
Okay.
Your handgun and your melee weapon are both 6.
Okay.
You got both of those?
Yep. Melee weapon and handgun.
Your endurance is a 6.
6. Okay.
Resist torture, drugs is a 4.
Okay.
Conceal reveal object 2.
Okay.
And then writing is a 2.
Okay.
And those are your stats.
Excellent.
So that's everyone's stats. Anyone have any questions about them or anything, of what they are or anything?
The conceal reveal object would be like more like if you're trying to detect if someone has something on it?
So,
Not on
so
yourself?
it's both. It's both. It's for you to be able to have the awareness to actually see if someone is hiding something or has hidden something somewhere, and also it's your ability to able to conceal something yourself.
Okay. I might want to put points in that one, just because being a mule,
Will it fit in my bag?
it must. I'll make it fit.
Yeah, it could come in handy. Who knows? Maybe you'll want to hide something from someone in your bag. Maybe you found a way to conceal it, so it's hidden in there. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else got any questions?
Not really.
So 6 is like the highest right now, right?
Yeah, 6 is the highest that you can get right now on stats.
And 2 is the lowest on. It's a 2, 4, or 6, right? Okay.
So 2 is the
If
lowest
you
on any of
have
the
it.
bold ones. 2 is the
Right.
lowest on any bold.
Right.
Anything that's not bold can be 0.
Can be 0. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So if you guys want to, where it says that, where anywhere where it says stat, that for this sheet, it'll automatically be done on the Foundry one. The stat is whatever your will stat is. So you'd go from like concentration, you'd look at whatever your will is and put that number in stat, and it should come up with your base total because it combines both of those together.
So for me, my concentration is a 2, my will is a 3, so it would be a 5.
Yep.
Right.
So whenever
I'm
you
not
try to roll,
understanding what you're saying at all.
Okay, so you see how there's a skill, and then it has the kind of relevant
Level, then stat, then
next to it?
base.
Yeah, so like under
Okay.
awareness skills, right? Yeah, so you've got your concentration, and then it says will, and then underneath it can say reveal object int, right? So your level you would use is your whatever level you have in it, plus your stat would be the will or the int, and then that becomes the base.
Oh, so I can
So
fill in
skill-
that third column basically.
Yeah,
You fill
but
in the
don't
second
need to
one.
because you fill in the second one with whatever your stat is. So
It
if you have
autofilled
like
though?
does
It
it?
autofilled that one. It didn't
autofilled.
autofill the base though.
Okay,
Correct.
so where am
Okay.
I doing this
Well,
online?
you listen. So you guys don't have to do anything at this point.
Okay.
What we're gonna
Okay.
do is we're just having you fill out these sheets so
Yeah.
that we can then take them into Foundry. So this is just our base level of being able to explain it to you. We are going to migrate all this into Foundry so that you'll have your digital character sheet, and that will live in Foundry.
Oh,
Got it.
okay, because I was doing everything by hand right now.
Right.
That's
And-
fine,
and-
Mimi, if you want to.
Mhm.
Yes, and you absolutely can, but we are going to be making characters and character
Oh, no,
sheets and
that's
all
fine.
that good stuff in Foundry. That way you can manage it that way. On that note, Geigen and I were looking into it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do it and get a standalone server for the game. So basically, this will be up all the time. So currently, the way that Foundry, I have it working is I have to be hosting the Foundry instance, right? And then you guys are basically joining my local host
Yes.
via web. So I'm going to basically rent a dedicated server for us to just have this up all the time. That way you guys can go in, look at your character sheets, all that good stuff, and we can all tap into it easily.
Heard.
So we'll
Word
have that up
is
and running. I'll ping you guys in Discord when that's good to go, and then you can go in and we can start figuring out some of the character sheet stuff together so we can be ready for next week. So I'm excited.
Same.
Nice.
This was super helpful. Thank you both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just ask in Discord or whatnot, and we can answer them. Definitely.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be bugging you guys.
Same.
Yep.
So do we have
And
any
as you guys,
assignment right now that would help for next steps?
For you need to get over your addiction of my mom.
Deal with it.
Oh,
Yep.
Deal with
Yep.
it.
Okay, I mean
will
she's
do
a.
mom rehab.
I mean, if you want to, she's a midget with a fro. It's fine.
No. I mean, I just want to say I'm super happy and excited that you guys wanted to try something different with Cyberpunk, and and kind of going into this world and this adventure, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be different, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to go on this journey because it's my first time kind of being in this thing. I did a one shot with Dorktales recently, and that was a lot of fun, but I would be lying to you if I told you I understood half of what was happening in my character sheet.
Yeah.
So,
I remember you doing that.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, I just shoot? I don't know. I'm so confused. So it's a lot of fun to kind of have this kind of build out and to do those different types of things. So I'm just excited for everybody to be involved, and I'm excited for this kind of new experience of co-DMing with Geigen, and we keep world building and doing all kinds of craziness, and I don't know. I think Geigen and I are just like itching to get going. So I'm super happy that we could do this tonight and set us on the path.
Well, and I'm excited that you guys are going to actually have like roles, you know, besides doing the GM stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait until you guys start running into some of our monsters.
Oh, great.
Yay.
So good.
But do they want to sit down and have a conversation? Because I am ready for that.
I mean, you can try.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yeah.
But I will say, don't be afraid to talk to NPCs, because never know. One of them might be able to turn into someone that you could get to join your guys' group.
Yeah.
True.
And there are some interesting characters that we have come up with.
Yeah. So I guess I'll level set that too. So going into next week, we talked about your characters are going to be basically newly graduated from the kind of Kerberos Academy, and essentially you have not been to the city yet. So you've heard of the city, you've probably seen pictures of the city, you've kind of maybe read up on the city, etc., as it's kind of a destination spot. I'll say this because I'm not afraid to give you too much. Like, we were kind of inspired by the concept of have you guys heard of the Line? The thing they're doing, I think it's in Saudi Arabia. It's called the Line.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Yeah. I've seen that
So
ridiculous thing.
it's supposed to be this it's supposed to be like this futuristic city that is just like built up. It's just built up and it's a straight line, but it's meant to be like autonomous and house all these people and be super efficient, and you can like walk everywhere and use public transit, and there's no need to do all this kind of stuff, and that's not the exact thing, but we were kind of inspired by that. So in that sense that this is, I don't want to say it's almost like a wonder of the world at this point, but it's a very unique city.
It's called the Line.
Yeah.
No, the
Okay.
real life thing is called the Line.
Yeah.
But but Siren City is really this almost a modern marvel at this point. And so it's just a really interesting place, which is probably somewhat of a motivation for you guys wanting to go there. So as you're developing your kind of character backstories and where you're from and why you chose to go and become, a member of Kerberos or Kerberos, you can kind of use that as something. But you haven't been to the city yet. Mm-hmm. So you are going to be on your way when we start next week. Any other questions about the world or those different types of
What
things?
are the we know about the private corporations that are funding Kerberos Gate?
Yes. Geigen, what would be publicly known, do you think? Like, it'd probably be announced, the joint venture would have been announced at the beginning.
Yeah, they'd at least probably know who it is and who like probably the CEOs are. They probably wouldn't have like in-depth detail of their planning or like what they're about, just kind of what kind of corporations they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, is it like Amazon or like what?
Oh God, no.
No, it is not. Although to Geigen, that might be appropriate.
So what's the name of the companies?
I'm pulling up one of them is Koguma Heavy. I'm trying to pull up the World Anvil,
Yeah, one is Koguma Heavy Industries.
and we'll give you the spelling. It's Koguma Heavy.
Oh, I was close on that. Okay.
And then the other, I don't know why it's slipping my brain.
On dashboard and articles. There it is.
Rico's Roughnecks.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
Kill them all! I'm from Buenos Aires, and I say kill.
I want to watch that movie again.
I love that movie.
Such a good freaking such a good like criticism of
Neo
That world.
Cybertechnic.
What is it?
I'll post it. It's
Okay.
Neo Cybertechnic, which is a USA-based company, and Koguma Heavy is based out of Japan.
I will say one thing to kind of start kind of getting your heads wrapped around is in this game, if you're in a firefight, cover is going to be very important.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to just
Mass
stand in the
Effect
open.
style.
Yes, Mass Effect. Don't stand in the open, just get shot. You are going to want to have something between you and someone shooting at you as much as you can. It's not going to last forever because bullets will go through it and still hit you, but it's going to make you last longer than what you would have.
got it.
Yeah,
But
and so, sorry, as I'm going into the like we have a bunch of stuff in World Anvil as we were world building that we kind of brushed over. But again, so this is based on a real place. So the location of this hole in the ground, labyrinth, abyss, whatever you want to call it, is actually in Wiggins Lake, North Carolina. So that's where it is. At that point, it would have been renamed Jareth's Gate.
Jareth's Gate?
Jareth's
Jareth?
Jareth.
Wait, the Goblin King?
Jareth?
Jareth's Gate.
He's gonna steal my baby, and then he's gonna sing about a magic dance.
Dance.
So
magic,
so it
dance,
was
magic,
Wiggins
dance.
Lake and it's now renamed Jareth's Gate.
Yes,
Okay.
because you know it's a gate to a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Anyway, I heard that chuckle.
Yeah, I'm just. If it was Tuesday, I would be like, "What's labyrinth?"
No.
So many people that don't watch movies.
That was I
many
love that
people.
movie. See, Pie, I watch movies.
That movie is fantastic.
It is.
Where's
It's
Corrupt?
amazing.
I'm going
It's corrupt.
to North Carolina this month.
Nice.
North Chakalake. Come on,
Oh, I'm
Reese.
sorry you're going to Charlotte.
Oof.
Why?
Charlotte's always crazy.
Oof. Big oof.
Crazy. You crazy.
I did spend 3 summers in North Carolina, not by Charlotte though.
Can't recommend it. No.
I lived in Charlotte when I was going to college.
Big oof.
That's right,
Remember,
Bud.
I'm
You're
going for a
from
Halo
you're
event.
from North Carolina, aren't you?
I'm from the east side of the state. Yeah.
Sakura, I love that. David Bowie.
I spent a lot
Yeah.
of time outside of Greenville.
G Vegas?
I don't understand about North Carolina. Greenville, G Vegas, Kernersville, K Vegas. Let's just put Vegas after the first initial of every city we can.
Because it's funny.
Because they're totally not.
They're not. No.
Hence the funny. Hence the funnies. That's
Oh,
why
God.
it's funny.
Usually college kids that say that shit. So,
Yes.
That makes sense.
but Greenville
That-
is a
that
large
makes
college
sense.
town for East Carolina University. Ye old ECU, go Pirates.
I will actually give each of you
Sorry,
a
Sakura.
piece of homework,
Wait a
though.
second. Okay, what?
If there's a bunch of waist high walls, you know the fight's gonna happen. Is there cover? Oh no, guys, there's cover.
There's partial cover. Get ready to fight.
This is a large
Partial
open
cover.
area. This is a boss room. Shit.
This is a boss room. 100%.
I love and hate that in
Always.
games, too, because you always come into this. Why is this room all of a sudden opened up so much?
And eerie
It's a
music.
boss.
And eerie music.
It's like there's just why
there's
did
a
they
save
give me
point
all
right
this
here.
health and ammo? I just got a bunch of health and ammo. What happened?
See, if I was them, I would be evil. I'd put it so you could see it on the map, this large open room, but I'd make the actual boss fight in the pathway up to it that's nice and narrow.
And then that's like the treasure room.
Yep, that's the treasure room. It's like, nah, that's not the boss room. This horrible tunnel is the boss room. But no, I have homework for each of you.
I
Just
don't
come
want
up with just kind of come up with what you want your character to kind of look like,
I kind of.
I already got it.
and then just
Okay.
put it in chat. Like, describe what your character looks like, how they dress, maybe whatnot. Oh God, the names for your characters. I can't wait to find out what those are.
I already told
I
you.
got that too. Well, I got the first name.
Mine is Quaid Choke.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want.
I have a question before I can finish my name.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's like not like a secret, but like I don't know. Can I just ask a very like out there question?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Can my character be related to the Koguma owners? Like, can her last name be Koguma?
We'll probably have to
Thoughts,
talk
Turner?
about that guy again.
I told you it was an out there question.
I mean, it
I
could
know
be
you
like
were
a
trying to
shirt
really
tail
go for that corporate
relative.
thing.
Could be a shirt tail
There's-
relative.
No, it just I don't know. It just made sense that she would be from a wealthy background. Like as a connected type of a person, I want to know where those connections come from. So it makes sense that she'd be from a notable family. That's all.
That's one way of interpreting that.
Okay.
Well, no. So again, Geigen and I, we can talk about it. My brain doesn't have a yes or no response. It's just kind of processing right now. But I think when we were talking about connected in our minds was, one, you have access to more information and you have the capability of developing your own connections outside of like Kerber Skate. Like, you would be the person that would be like, oh, I know a guy. You know, like if say it's like, oh, like I'm really looking to get, you know, and I'm just gonna use a couple like really basic examples, right? Like, man, I'm really hungry from Chinese food. Oh, I know a place. Oh, I need to get my haircut. I know a guy, right? Like, yeah, where's a good place to do this? I know a guy. Like, you're the I know a guy person, right? Like that's what we kind of meant by connections, is like you kind of have your network that continues to grow as you make connections with people and you go places. You're just naturally kind of like You know, hey, here's my business card. Yeah, I'll call you. You know, it's like, hey, remember when we talked to you? I met you on this like flight over to Siren City. Yeah, like, yeah. You know,
better
like,
to be
you're
in a
that
position
type
to
of
build a network, not
right.
the established one.
Well, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not against you
fair.
possibly having one, and that might be where your network starts. But we definitely have to talk about it. It might have some, you know, bonuses and repercussions. Who knows?
Yeah, because we haven't told you what the Koguma family's like yet.
I know. That's why. I told you it was a very out there question. I warned you.
Yeah, that there's some there that would need to be talked about in some interesting ways. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm always the troublemaker. I know.
God.
No.
I mean,
no. It's just. If you knew what Geigen and I knew, it's an interesting prospect.
I'm not gonna lie. It would definitely be entertaining if you were like the illegitimate child, and that's why you're in America this whole time.
Yeah.
And you still have like some connections, not as much as Koguma himself, definitely, but you have like some starter connections just because you are related to that family in some way. But there definitely are going to be, you know, some hands might be greased a little easier, others might not.
Yeah, for sure.
Might not.
Yeah.
And if Mr. Koguma learns of your existence, I don't know how that's going to play out.
I'm just here for the drama. Like, come on.
Oh, there'd be plenty of it, for sure.
Perfect.
So yeah, we'll talk. We'll have to talk about that one.
Okay.
We'll have to talk about that and figure out what that would mean. It's certainly not a no. It's a. We'll see. How would that work?
But here's the thing. See, at least I'm being like upfront about it and not trying to.
Oh no, 100%.
Be deceiving the
100%.
whole rest of the party here. See, look at I've evolved.
I've evolved. Yes.
I'm coming so far.
Historically, Magic has liked to try and like have some sort of panache entrance.
See,
to
and now
characters.
I'm putting it all out there for everybody to hear. See,
like when we did Rhyme, she wanted it to be a surprise that she was a barbarian, but I needed to know her class to make like the overlays, and so I totally had it up, and like just very quickly in, she realized that it was just like barbarian, and she was trying to keep that a secret, and I was like, oh, I totally blew that one. But yeah, it was funny. We did better with the second character. We did better.
The secrets of my wizard are still secrets, so.
I'm not gonna lie though, that whole start, she wanted to be secret that she was a barbarian, but the one that actually kept the secret of what their class was the one that was upfront about it right from the beginning, Mimi. Because everyone forgot she was a ranger.
Everyone did.
So did she. So did Poppy.
Yeah.
Everyone forgot what she was.
See, I was talking with Geigen about this the other night. That was the brilliance though of how it was never planned to be that way. It was just the wonderful emergent storytelling that when Magic, you and Rit had to step away, and we got Pie and Mud to fill in, and I kind of needed to reboot the party so that we could have some cohesion and a common goal, instead of like, well, let's get these two people back to the future, and like the rest of us are just going to kind of deal with it. When we said, oh no, she did the memory wipe, right? Because she was afraid of heroes coming and actually taking her out. All of a sudden, that was like Poppy's cue to remember she was a ranger and start using her bow, and it worked out really freaking well.
It did.
There's just so many things about that specific like chain of events, and everyone kind of getting their memories back and figuring out who they were. That was so cool. But some of that was just kind of funny at the same time, because Mimi was always like casting, and I totally thought you were a sorcerer for like half the campaign, because I totally forgot that you were a ranger, because you would always just like cast Firebolt, and I was just like, okay, We're just casting firebolts. Oh, it was fun. But yeah, any other questions on background or history or things that you might want to know going into it that you've kind of mulled around? I know we've gone over a lot tonight.
I'm actually I'm excited to see where this goes. Not gonna lie.
I am too.
Somebody else stump Knight and Geigen with a hard question, please. I don't want to be the only trouble student.
I'm creepy.
Only problem student in the class.
Yeah. So
Well,
I guess the last thing. Yeah, please feel free to get us your player names, and everybody, as quick as you can. Get Geigen some descriptions for art reasons, and I guess for the rest of chat, and I guess for you guys, there's a lot planned here, and I can't stress enough to you that Geigen and I have tried to blend some genres, again without giving away too much, to really make this a unique experience, more so than just, hey, we're a unique group of people playing a particular campaign or a particular setting, right? We're really trying to create something new and different and fun. So I'm really, really excited for you guys to experience that and potentially what comes later, because it gets wild. Wild. So yeah, so I'm excited, and just again, thanks everybody for hanging out for session 0. Thank you guys again, players. I'm so freaking excited. Let's go around the room and give everybody a chance to talk about what you're working on, where we can find you, all the good stuff. Mimi, I'm just going to start with you since you're next to me, just bumping elbows. What's going on in the world of Mimi?
What's going on in the world of Mimi? I got some streams coming up, but I'm not exactly sure when. I'm hoping this weekend will be one. I've been working on a Minecraft realm with a couple friends, and I've died spectacular deaths already, so come for more.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing how I die. So,
For spectacular deaths, follow Mimi.
I have a nickname in another server, Discord server, and it's Miss Dies a Lot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
If you have to die, do so spectacularly.
That's right. Geigen, what's going on in Geigen land? Besides
well, definitely a lot of this. This has taken over quite a bit of my time. I have done a lot of arts, a lot of spamming Knight with books of information. I'm afraid to ever actually try to go back through all the things I've messaged him since we started this, because I don't know if I'd be able to find
most of it in World Anvil, I think.
Thankfully,
captured most of it.
Thankfully. Other than that, I'll be doing some streaming, definitely. I've been on the monster hunting kick. Definitely waiting for Wild Hearts to come out. Excited for that, especially since it's going to be completely cross-play between all the consoles and the PC, so it doesn't matter where you get it. So, plus, it's got the Japanese theme, which I love. Other than that, I don't know. I might do an art stream. I might.
Oh, you
I got
should.
a lot of art to do. Other than that, I have been doing some music. This, and who knows, maybe I'll do some of that on stream at some point soon. But I will be streaming some this week. Might be every night. I haven't decided yet. Depends on how much time I get, because I get into a creative space where I'm like, I need to do this, so I start doing it. And that's where I just start randomly spamming Knight at 3 a.m.
So are you doing any day streams still?
Yeah, that'll probably be when I stream mostly. It'll be day, afternoon, early evening.
Okay.
Late night will probably be me chilling when I should be asleep. I'll go lay down, wake up 20 minutes later, and start, okay, time to draw, time to spam Knight, time to do this.
I'll take all the spams. I'll take all the
so.
spams.
Spam.
Other than that, I am super
Spam,
excited
spam,
for
spam.
when we actually start this, because I hope you guys enjoy the prologue.
Yeah.
Yes. Spam, so spam, wonderful spam. Mud. I'm just gonna go to you. Anything cooking?
I don't do anything, but play video games. It's very enjoyable. I'm doing the D2 recently. Lightfall's coming up soon.
Ooh, that is coming up soon. Senor Pie.
Yeah.
What you doing lately?
I will be. Actually, I've been streaming a lot more lately. I've been trying to be a little bit more productive with that and get back into it. So we'll see where it goes from there. I should be streaming again tomorrow night. So
Sweet.
you can come by. PieRatKing is my name. You know where to find me. And hopefully I can get. I really want to purchase a Xbox One or Xbox Series X sometime in the near future. Because I want to play MLB The Show 23, and then I want to also be ready. A group of my friends, we used to play NCAA 14. That's the last NCAA football game they had, and now they're coming out with a new one next year. So and they all play on Xbox. So I have to eventually get a new Xbox to play with them. So why not try to go for it before baseball season?
I do not like it's a promo for it, but it is a good deal. I did the all access version. You just pay like $35 a month,
35
2 years,
a month,
and it's actually cheaper. Oh, like because it's 0% interest, it's actually cheaper over 2 year period. You actually save like $35 because you get the Game Pass Ultimate with that as well.
Okay,
so it's $35 a month for the box and Game Pass Ultimate. It comes preloaded on it. 2 years, you spend less money, you get everything.
Is that I have Game Pass Ultimate for like another 2 years, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure because like you and I were partners on Mixer, so we got a bunch of freaking
and then they did the conversions and stuff. Yeah,
perks.
Just check it out.
Yeah,
if it's running out sooner than you think. If it's running out sooner than you think, it's certainly a good option.
Yeah, it definitely is a good option.
That's certainly what I did because I did not want to drop 500 bones for
$500 at one time is a little bit much.
Right, and I just set the auto pay and set it, forget it, $35, easy peasy.
That's a new tool.
It is a new tool. It is a new tool to the game. It's like cell phones, right?
Really nice.
Well, I meant like another kind of tool, like that kicks into some other money things that I'm trying to do right now. So
yeah, it's a thing. And in MimiIsANerd, what you got going on?
So the Halo Championship Series HCS Season 2 is kicking off this weekend. And I actually have 4 straight days of casting Open Series and then the qualifiers for the Charlotte LAN event. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yes, Super Bowl Sunday and Valentine's Day are all Halo casting days. So
are you
just
be
hoping
good to
that
go
my
Monday?
voice holds up for 4 days. What's up?
Are you going to be good to go for Monday?
I will. Yeah. I might not have.
We're about to find out.
Voice, but yeah. Yeah, I had that thought too. I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
Well, we will. Let's put it this way: we're gonna play by ear, and you keep us posted. If you need a down day, then we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
as always with all these things. Sweet.
No.
All right, and in terms of me, Jeepers, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. This, as Geigen put it well, has been taking up a lot of time. Obviously, still got the Maledictum podcast that I got to get back into editing, but this has been taking up a ton of time. So we're going to be doing that. We got the Wednesday night streams are still a thing. This week, it's probably going to be Hogwarts Legacy, because I got that pre-ordered and I'm excited because I like the Harry Potters.
Oh, I can't wait. I already purchased mine too.
And it's getting really good reviews already, which I kind of anticipated, but at the same time, I'm very excited. So there's going to be that. In terms of good?
Technically, it's out tomorrow. No, it's at 10 a.m. unless you got it on console. If you got it on console, it is, yeah. If you're at midnight, whatever your local time is on console,
I could be playing it now. That's
you could be.
I have work. Anyway, and I have so much stuff to do. So just a couple quick things. As you can kind of see right next to my face, I think over. I'm trying to make sure I can't. No, other side. This way, over here. You can see next to my face, FyrLight Adventures. For those of you that haven't seen yet, I have rebranded all Dungeon Knights things to FyrLight Adventures. That's a new kind of direction and brand that I want to take all the TTRPG stuff that I'm doing and really kind of turn that into that next level thing. Dungeon Knights was a really fun and easy placeholder type name for when kind of stuff came out, and this is something that I want to be more sustainable and fun and kind of fits the setting a bit more. So if you previously followed Dungeon Knights on Twitter, it's been updated and you are now following at FyrLight ADV, so at FyrLight Adventures. And the YouTube has been updated, so if you do youtube.com /at FyrLight Adventures, you will get there as well. That's where all of the old campaigns are, and the new campaign will be there as well. So it's going to be streamed here on the channel, on the Twitches, and then it's going to go up on the FyrLight Adventures channel on YouTube, so you guys can find that. And I'm working on trying to come up with a way to use this new vertical thing to make some cool shorts and stuff. So we're going to try and do more content around there, but every Monday is when we're hoping to do this, so keep it tuned right here for all the fun stuff and the things. But yeah, so fun announcements and all good stuff. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. We will see you guys at a bunch of different days this week across the board for everybody here. And I think we should probably try and see if there's somebody online that we can raid. I don't see too many people that are currently alive.
Behold is doing Mass Effect.
Oh, Behold Roleplay.
Yeah, they're doing Mass Effect right now.
Oh, they are. Why do I not see them on my thingy? Do I follow them on the Dungeon Knights and not here?
That might be, because I know you hosted them on Dungeon Knights.
Yes. Yes, because there's all a bunch of channels that I actually follow that are not followed on
I DM'd you the link in Discord, Night.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. All right, we're going to go ahead and raid Behold Roleplay because they're doing Mass Effect, which is close to Cyberpunk, close as it's going to get. Let's go give them some love, and we will catch you guys later for some Abyss Diver goodness. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Be the light in the dark, and we will catch you next time. Let's go raid.